Carbs have been blamed for weight gain for decades. But what if the right kind of carbs could actually unlock a hidden fat-burning switch inside your body? Many people over 50 struggle with slow metabolism, stubborn belly fat, and low energy, and they think the only answer is strict fasting or cutting out everything delicious. But that's not true. Today, you'll discover specific carbs that can restore your metabolic flexibility, control insulin naturally, and melt dangerous visceral fat. Even while you sleep, these are the foods Azadi calls fat-burning carbs, and most people have no idea they exist. The best part? No starvation, no counting calories, and definitely no giving up good food. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to put on your plate tonight to help your body burn fat automatically, starting in just a few hours. Before we begin, comment your age and country below, and subscribe so you never miss powerful health tips like this. Most people over 50 have been told that carbs are the enemy. Doctors, diet books, and even friends keep saying that if you want to lose weight, you must remove rice, bread, potatoes, and fruit. But here is the truth nobody talks about. Your body actually loves carbs when they are the right kind. The problem isn't carbs themselves. The problem is insulin resistance, which happens when your cells stop responding to insulin properly. When this happens, every bite of food you eat gets stored as fat instead of being used for energy. You feel tired, hungry soon after meals, and belly fat begins to grow like crazy. This is why so many seniors feel trapped in a cycle of weight gain no matter how hard they try. But imagine if certain carbs could do the complete opposite. What if they helped restore insulin sensitivity and turn your body into a fat-burning machine again? Here is the surprising secret. Fiber-rich carbs can lower insulin spikes and help your cells communicate properly again. When you choose these foods, your digestion slows down, glucose enters your bloodstream gradually, and your pancreas finally gets a break. As insulin levels drop, your body can finally tap into stored fat for fuel. That means less belly fat and more steady energy throughout the day. These special carbs also feed your gut bacteria, which then produce short-chain fatty acids. These natural compounds lower inflammation, improve blood sugar control, and boost fat oxidation. So instead of carbs causing chaos inside your body, the right ones can actually silence the alarm and keep your metabolism calm and active. And the best part is, you don't need to fast or starve yourself to see these benefits. You simply swap harmful carbs for fat-burning ones. The first and most powerful fat-burning carb on the list is green bananas or green banana flour. When a banana is less ripe, it contains a special type of fiber called resistant starch. This starch resists digestion in the small intestine and travels to the colon, where it feeds your healthy gut microbes. Studies show resistant starch can reduce insulin spikes by up to 50% and increase fat-burning hormones. Many seniors struggle with constipation, gas, bloating, and gut imbalance. Green bananas help solve all of those issues by restoring healthy bowel movements and strengthening the gut lining. They also help lower appetite, because resistant starch keeps you feeling full for hours. If you've ever eaten a sugary banana and suddenly felt hungry again, that's because the sugar digested too quickly. But green bananas are the complete opposite. They give you a slow and steady release of energy and support your metabolism instead of breaking it. You can slice a green banana and eat it raw if your stomach tolerates it, but many people find them slightly bitter. Another easy option is to use green banana flour. Just 1 tablespoon in water, a smoothie, or sprinkled on yogurt can boost your resistant starch intake instantly. No cooking needed. And unlike regular flour, your blood sugar will remain stable. Millions of people over 60 are unknowingly deficient in this type of fiber, and their gut bacteria are starving. When your gut bacteria weaken, metabolism slows down. When metabolism slows down, belly fat grows. Green banana flour helps break that chain. Some people even report better sleep and reduced cravings within a week because their blood sugar stays steady throughout the night. Now, let's address something important. You might be wondering whether adding carbs back to your diet will make you gain more weight, especially if you already feel insulin resistant. It's a fair concern, but remember, resistant starch behaves completely differently from sugary or refined carbs like white bread, regular pasta, white rice, cookies, and desserts. Those foods rush into your bloodstream, spike insulin, and lock the fat inside your belly. Resistant starch does the opposite. It allows your pancreas to rest, lowers your insulin levels, and frees fat cells to release stored energy. Your body has wanted to burn that fat all along, it simply needed permission. And the right carbs finally give that permission. This is where most diets fail. They give you a list of foods to avoid, but they never fix the root cause of weight gain. You remove bread and pasta and rice, but what do you replace them with? Many seniors end up eating only protein or high-fat foods, which can be helpful short-term, but without the right carbohydrates, your gut microbiome weakens, which can slow metabolism over time. That's why so many people hit a plateau. That's why stubborn belly fat sticks around even with fasting. By reintroducing targeted, fat-burning carbs, you wake up your sluggish metabolism and give your body fuel it can actually use properly. These foods bring balance back into your life so you can enjoy meals again instead of fearing them. Imagine eating a meal that keeps your blood sugar stable, your stomach satisfied, and your fat cells unlocked. This isn't a dream for a lucky few with fast metabolism. It's a realistic transformation waiting for you. You don't need to do extreme diets or long fasts. You don't need to count calories, and you definitely don't need to give up your favorite family dinners. You simply make smarter choices with carbs that work with your body instead of against it. And green bananas are just the beginning. There are more powerful foods that act like metabolic medicine, helping you melt dangerous visceral fat that hides deep in the belly. Stay with me because the next food on the list is even more surprising. It is something many people already have in their homes, but they are preparing it the wrong way and destroying its fat-burning power. When you discover the correct method, this everyday carb becomes a metabolic miracle for people over 50. It not only shrinks your waistline, but also protects your heart and brain. You'll want to start using it tonight. We are about to unlock it next. Most people over 50 feel betrayed by their metabolism. What used to work in their 30s and 40s doesn't seem to do anything anymore. You cut back on sugar, you try walking more, you switch to whole grain bread because someone said it's better, but the weight stays, and that stubborn belly fat, the dangerous visceral fat, refuses to move. This isn't because you're weak or because your willpower is fading with age. This happens because inside your cells, energy production slows down. Mitochondria, your tiny fat-burning engines, start to burn less fuel. And when that happens, the body begins storing more fat instead of burning it. But there's one powerful carb that can wake those mitochondria up again, help balance your insulin response, and restore metabolic flexibility. Cooked and cooled potatoes, yes, potatoes. The same vegetable that people have tried to avoid for years because they think it causes weight gain. The truth is, when you cook a potato and let it cool before eating, the starch inside it transforms into resistant starch, just like green bananas. This means the potato no longer behaves like a blood sugar bomb. Instead, it becomes a slow-digesting, fat-supporting superfood. You can refrigerate boiled potatoes, baked potatoes, or even mashed potatoes, and as they cool, resistant starch increases. When you reheat them later, that resistant starch stays intact. This simple trick turns a comfort food into a metabolic tool. Many seniors struggle with overeating because hunger hormones become unbalanced. You finish a meal and yet feel hungry again only a short time later. A properly cooled potato helps solve that. It sends signals to your brain that your stomach is satisfied and nourished. You feel full longer, you snack less, and your insulin remains calm instead of spiking wildly. That alone can help your body tap into fat reserves, especially overnight. Instead of storing fat from dinner, your body finally has the chance to burn through what's already stored inside your belly area, but the benefits go deeper. Resistant starch from cooled potatoes feeds specific good bacteria in the gut that produce butyrate, a compound that improves insulin sensitivity, lowers inflammation, and can even protect against colon cancer. Many people over 50 are dealing with chronic gut issues and don't even realize it. Gas, acid reflux, constipation, sudden urgency, unpredictable bathroom moments. All of these are signs the gut lining is irritated or damaged. When the gut is unhealthy, the immune system and metabolism become unhealthy too. Cooled potatoes help restore that balance gently, without harsh supplements or complicated diets. If you like to enjoy potatoes with meals, this is great news. But here's a helpful tip. Keep the skin on whenever possible. The skin contains fiber and minerals that work together with resistant starch to stabilize blood sugar. And don't top cooled potatoes with sugary ketchup or heavy sauces that will undo the benefits. A little olive oil, herbs, sea salt, or even apple cider vinegar will enhance fat burning, not block it. Enjoy them as a side dish with dinner, and watch how your nighttime hunger slowly disappears. Now here's something fascinating. Studies show that people who include resistant starch foods like cooled potatoes experience increased fat oxidation during sleep. That means while you're resting, the body is working for you, not against you. Imagine waking up with a flatter stomach, more energy, and fewer cravings in the morning. Something as simple as preparing potatoes differently could be a turning point in your fat loss journey. But if resistant starch is so powerful, why don't more doctors talk about it? Because most nutrition advice still focuses on calories instead of hormonal responses. They assume that if you eat less, you'll lose weight. But when insulin stays elevated due to years of poor carb choices, hunger increases and fat burning shuts down. That's why calorie cutting often fails. You become exhausted, and your metabolism slows even more. By bringing the right carbs back into your diet, you tell your hormones to relax, you teach your body to use stored fat again, you finally end the internal tug-of-war. Now, potatoes are incredible, but they are not the only surprising carb that can flip your fat-burning switch. There is another common food almost everyone has in their kitchen. Yet they are preparing it the wrong way. In its current form, it can spike insulin and increase cravings. But when you use a simple cooking trick, it transforms into a gut-healing, metabolism-charging powerhouse. It may be sitting in your pantry right now, pasta and rice. When cooked and cooled, both become rich in resistant starch, allowing you to enjoy comforting meals without harming your waistline. Think about how many dishes include rice or pasta. Biryani, casseroles, spaghetti dinners, stir-fry plates. Many seniors avoid these foods to lose weight, but that brings sadness and frustration. Meals feel restrictive instead of enjoyable, but cooled rice and pasta give you the freedom to enjoy comfort foods again, without the guilt. You can cook them ahead of time, refrigerate them overnight, and eat them cold or reheated the next day. This small habit helps control insulin throughout the day, meaning less belly fat stored and more fat released. We'll talk about optimizing rice and pasta in the next section, because there is a crucial timing trick that makes a huge difference for people over 50. When you eat matters just as much as what you eat, and when you get both right, belly fat has no choice but to shrink. That timing secret could change your entire relationship with carbs, and could become your new nightly routine for melting visceral fat safely. So don't go anywhere. The next carb on the list is likely to become your favorite because it gives you the comfort of traditional meals, the joy of eating with family, and the power to wake up slimmer and healthier. And after that, I'll reveal a bonus metabolic carb that can speed up results even faster. Let's move to the next part and unlock this fat-burning timing trick together. Most people are shocked when they learn that pasta and rice can actually support fat loss when prepared correctly. For years, health advice has said that these foods spike blood sugar and pack on belly fat, and that is true when they are eaten fresh and hot. But once they cool down, their starch structure changes into something that behaves more like fiber than sugar. This means your digestion slows down, insulin remains calm, and your body can finally burn fat for fuel. This is a huge relief for anyone who loves traditional meals and family dinners, because, let's be honest, when you feel like every enjoyable food is taken away from you, sticking to a diet becomes almost impossible. Instead of fighting your cravings, this approach allows you to enjoy familiar foods in a smarter way. So here's the trick. Cook your rice or pasta, then place it in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours. When you cool it down, the starch molecules reorganize into resistant starch. And unlike regular starch, resistant starch doesn't break down quickly in the small intestine. It travels to your colon, feeding your beneficial gut bacteria. This leads to improved gut health, better digestion, less inflammation, and more fat being burned. Instead of stored, when you reheat the pasta or rice later, the resistant starch stays intact. So you still get the comfort of a warm dish, but your metabolism gets the benefits of a low glycemic meal. The timing of when you eat these foods is also important. Many seniors make the mistake of eating their biggest carb-heavy meal at breakfast or lunch. That causes large insulin spikes early in the day, and insulin can remain high for hours afterward. When insulin is high, your body blocks access to stored fat, but when you enjoy carbs toward the evening, especially resistant starch carbs, insulin rises gently and then quickly falls as you sleep. This creates the perfect environment for your body to break down fat during the night. Your belly can become noticeably flatter in the morning because your body stayed in fat-burning mode for hours while you rested. This simple shift can also improve sleep quality. When blood sugar is stable at night, the brain receives a steady supply of fuel and doesn't need to wake you up for more snacks. Many people who try low-carb eating report waking up hungry in the middle of the night. That's because their body runs out of accessible fuel. With resistant starch, hunger hormones stay balanced until morning, helping you sleep peacefully without cravings. And better sleep alone can boost fat loss because stress hormones like cortisol drop, allowing your metabolism to function correctly. If you love rice dishes like biryani, stir-fry, or fried rice, this is excellent news for you. In fact, rice develops even more resistant starch when cooled compared to pasta. The key is not to load it with sugary sauces or processed oils. Pair it with protein and healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or grilled fish. That way, your blood sugar stays even more controlled. And if you want to enhance fat burning even further, add a splash of apple cider vinegar to the meal, as it helps slow glucose absorption. These are small changes that can create major improvements in belly fat and overall health. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of eating. So many people over 50 feel guilt when they enjoy foods they love. They fear that something tasty will undo all their progress. But this new carb approach removes that fear. You can sit down with your family, enjoy food that feels good, and still protect your health. This type of freedom is powerful because it reduces stress, and lower stress means better hormone balance. No more punishing yourself or feeling like food is the enemy. Instead, food becomes a tool, a way to heal your metabolism and rebuild energy from the inside out. If you've ever felt tired after eating rice or pasta in the past, don't worry, that fatigue happens because blood sugar spikes and then crashes. Resistant starch prevents those crashes. You'll feel steady energy, less brain fog, and fewer afternoon naps. Many seniors report clearer thinking, improved digestion, and better control of their appetite once they switch to cooled carbs. It's like upgrading your metabolism to a younger version of itself. Of course, it's not just about rice and pasta. These are only part of the bigger picture. You now know how powerful resistant starch can be when used correctly. Green bananas, cooked and cooled potatoes, and cooled pasta or rice all work together to restore insulin sensitivity and reduce visceral fat. But here's the exciting part. There is a bonus carb that most people think is unhealthy. Yet, when prepared properly, it can accelerate your fat-burning results even faster. This one doesn't just support your metabolism, it strengthens your gut, improves cholesterol, helps reduce inflammation, and may even help protect against diabetes. This final carb might be one you haven't eaten in years because it was replaced by heavily processed options. But it is affordable, easy to prepare, and works beautifully for seniors who need a gentle solution rather than extreme dieting. Just one serving a few times per week could help tighten your waistline and boost your energy more than you expect. In the next section, we will reveal exactly what this carb is, how to prepare it for maximum resistant starch, and how to combine it with the foods we've already discussed for even faster results. You'll be surprised by how simple and delicious your new fat-burning routine can be. Keep watching, because in just a moment, you'll have the complete plan to use these special carbs to finally melt stubborn belly fat, without fasting, without giving up comfort food, and without feeling restricted ever again. You've just discovered something that most diets never teach, even though it has the power to completely change how your body burns fat. For years, people were told to fear carbs. They were told that bread, pasta, potatoes, rice, even fruit would instantly turn into belly fat. And so many seniors tried cutting carbs completely, only to feel tired, hungry, frustrated, and disappointed when the scale didn't move. The truth is, the problem was never carbs themselves. The problem was the wrong kinds of carbs and the wrong timing. Now, you know exactly how to bring back the foods you love, while finally helping your metabolism work the way it should again. Green bananas and green banana flour replenish the healthy gut bacteria that control insulin and digestion. Even a small amount daily can help stabilize blood sugar and shut down cravings that used to feel impossible to control. Cooked and cooled potatoes become a digestive-friendly resistant starch source that keeps you full longer and unlocks fat burning while you sleep. Cooled rice and cooled pasta allow you to enjoy comfort meals again without guilt or weight gain, especially when eaten toward evening. These foods help your body burn fat more steadily and help flatten the belly from the inside out. You are finally working with your metabolism, not against it. But there is one more resistant starch carb that can help accelerate your results even faster. Beans and lentils. They are often overlooked because canned and packaged foods have taken their place. Yet these inexpensive, nutrient-packed foods feed the gut, lower insulin resistance, and support healthy blood sugar. Studies show that beans and lentils not only improve digestion, but also help reduce dangerous visceral fat. Many seniors complain of digestive discomfort when eating beans, but most of the time, the issue comes from improper preparation. When soaked overnight and fully cooked, beans become much easier on the stomach and deliver powerful metabolic benefits. Even better, when beans are cooled in the refrigerator and eaten later or reheated, they develop additional resistant starch. This makes them a perfect addition to meals if you want better hunger control throughout the day. Imagine a life where you wake up each morning feeling lighter, clearer, and more energetic. Imagine noticing that your clothes fit more comfortably, that your belly doesn't feel as tight or bloated, and that your hunger no longer controls your decisions. This isn't about perfection or willpower. It's about smart choices that respect how your body works today, not how it worked 20 or 30 years ago. Metabolism does change with age, but that doesn't mean fat loss is impossible. It simply means the strategy must change too, and you now have one of the most powerful strategies available, using resistant starch to calm insulin and reignite fat burning naturally. Starting tonight, you can make a simple change that moves you closer to your goals. Choose one fat-burning carb and add it to your dinner. Not a big bowl or a heavy meal, just a moderate serving that makes you feel satisfied and supported. Maybe it's cooled potatoes with olive oil and herbs. Maybe it's rice that chilled overnight and is now part of a delicious family meal. Maybe it's a tablespoon of green banana flour mixed into a bedtime drink. Whatever you choose, your body will thank you by working harder overnight to release fat and restore metabolic health. Small steps add up fast, especially when you're correcting the root cause of weight gain. The amazing thing is, you don't have to punish yourself or fear food anymore. You can still enjoy meals with your family, celebrate special dishes, and look forward to dinner instead of dreading it. Food should bring joy, not anxiety. With this approach, every day becomes a fresh opportunity to heal your metabolism and take back control of your health, and the longer you continue, the better your gut and your insulin response become. Over time, cravings fade, energy rises, and belly fat begins to disappear, not from extreme diets, but from balance and nourishment. So take action. Start tonight, decide which fat-burning carb you will include with your dinner. Write it down or prepare it early in the day so there is no stress later. Every evening, your body can become a fat-burning machine instead of a fat-storing one. You deserve a life where weight loss isn't a battle. You deserve comfort, confidence, and real results that last. Now, before you go, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below right now and tell me your age and the country you are watching from. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more valuable information that can help you burn fat, improve your metabolism, and feel incredible no matter your age. Your best health is still ahead, and we are going to achieve it together.